Hey, want to weasel here. It's been a big request here recently to get the upgrades done for Big Bubble Pop Fizz. Initially, I couldn't get past how much how much I hated the pose, and then of course Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz kind of became announced. He looked way better in my opinion than standard, and then they sent him out to me. I've yet to see him. I've yet to see anything new really locally. If you're wondering why, I've yet to like unbox Astro Blast or anything like that, and Roller Brawl or the Toon Buggy. I can't find it, and so it was very cool. I got Birthday Bash Pop Fizz. They sent him out this week. That opens the door for me to take both paths, which is what I love to do. Skylander Tutor is going to be awesome. It'll save us some money, but when there's an alt deco, we can kind of do the best of both worlds. So I have to say, after my initial impressions of him, aesthetically, standard Big Bubble Pop Fizzes we have here were very not good, is a nice way to put it. And I wasn't super into the whole tuba contraption thing. I really feel like this stuff should be explained a little bit better than it is. I was reading the strategy guide because I have to confirm that the names are correct in the game and everything. I like to look for errors. And they said something along the lines of new contraption for carrying his potions. Like, had I have known that to begin with, it would have, which I mean, I guess you kind of do, but I mean, you used to have the backpack with the bottles and everything. That sort of makes it more acceptable. I mean, it does fit him. I've said that from the beginning. But still, I wasn't too thrilled with this. And I personally thought Vicarious Visions would do Star Strike, Series 2 Star Strike reincarnated as a supercharger type of a thing. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't do that, but Pop Fizz has been a fan favorite since Giant, so that might have had something to do with it. However, what I want to cover here, of course, we're going to go over his path that we're going to take, which is Brass of the Beast. And the reason I want to do that, when I started playing as this guy, getting him money for the upgrades, this is back before I even knew there was going to be Birthday Bash, what I ran into is like I actually started liking the bubble, which if we come in here and switch back, they bounce pretty good. You can get multiple hits, they'll bounce back at enemies, and they do decent damage. But the main thing is they're spammable, and if you note, they had a lot of range. Pop Fizz was never somebody that had much range. Beast mode is kind of like up close and personal brawler, slam bam type thing. And then even with the potion lobs and tosses, it was like it was a ranged attack, but a very, very short range. Now, the bubbles in particular makes him a ranged character, and I really like that dynamic brought in here. So, where that leads us to is I really like Birthday Bash way better than just standard Big Bubble Pop Fizz aesthetically. And so what I'm wanting to do, since I like the bubble, I'm going to go ahead and assign Birthday Bash to Alchemic Maestro, which we're going to take next. But here what I want to do, and initial impressions was I would like the Beast Path best. We're going to go ahead and give that to Big Bubble Pop Fizz in his standard form. Again, just because I do actually like the bubble, it's unique, and then Birthday Bash is the alt deco, which I prefer. So that's how I kind of make my decisions there. So anyway, we're gonna run over here, and this is probably gonna be complicated.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
So Alchemic Maestro is going to go to Birthday Bash. If you want to see that, it'll be coming up next. But here for standard Big Bubble Pop Fizz, we're gonna go with Brass of the Beast and unlock the potential of the beast. It's interesting there, that first thumbnail, this is the best you'll be able to see it. Everything else we've done, he's looked orange. There's like blue, green, and orange to me. It's not red, it's not yellow. However, there he looks yellow predominantly, kind of red-faced, and then kind of like orange extremities, if you will. So I'm going to be kind of excited to see what he looks like. But let's go ahead and pick the path. And that's not true. We have Skylander Tutor. Got it 2 levels ago. So we did select it, right? Okay. Right here, we're going to get started again. 10 Wing Sapphires maximum discount, which is 20%. We're going to start out with Better Beast for $13.60. Hold Y to perform enhanced and longer versions of the unique beast attacks. So longer is good because they're roughly 2 seconds apiece. I've timed them, believe me, I know. And I'm hoping enhanced means increased damage or spices them up a little bit. I don't know. We're gonna find out here. So pay attention down there. That A buy, B back, and Y change upgrade path. Sweet stuff. So let's go ahead and pick this up though. Alright. These complex upgrades, I often wonder if they would be better suited like I did the base upgrades. I took this guy through the base upgrades first, and then I have a knowledge of it, and with Birthday Bash I can kind of proceed through the video quicker than if everything's blind to me. There's some characters, you know, and it's super simplistic. You buy the upgrade, your attack damage goes from 20 to 30 to 30 to 45. You buy the second one, a different attack increases from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. And then there's characters like Big Bubble Pop Fizz where 3 things happen, and they might each be different, and it turns into a mess on the spreadsheet. But that's what we're doing here, so it's for science, if you will. Although that's in the other upgrade path. Let's go ahead and check it out. So we're gonna start. I like to begin in the blue, so we're gonna go into beast up here. What? That was totally blue. What happened? Okay, so that's blue. Why were we green? Okay, now we're orange. Now we're green. Now we're blue. So let's try that again. Okay, that's more like it. First thing we have to check is to see if we're still doing standard damage with the melee attack. The melee, it's what I call a 1, 2, 3. We're going to have a right swipe, left swipe, and then sort of like an overhand vertical claw. As you can see, there's sort of a pounce type move. So what we have been doing with it for the longest time is what it is box stock. It's 25-38, finishes 38-53, which is weird because it should be 57. So yeah, it's still stock, 25, 25, 35. So we're golden there, and what we want to do now is figure out where we left off with this thing. Genetic engineering, use what I call Bubble Boy, 2 hops, and it does 30 to 45. Okay, we just hit 50 hops, and generally when we get to this point in the equation, it's my impression we can do things perpetually. If not, I can't imagine a scenario where we would need to hop consecutively this many times. Question now, our damage was 30-45. What are we doing damage-wise now? 30 to 45, but he's moving much quicker, and it's a perpetual attack. So that's actually pretty cool. So better beast, we're going to log as blue equals Bubble Boy Unlimited Hops. I just put Unlimited Bubble Boy, but then if somebody just comes across this, they're not going to know what we're talking about. You know? So, and they could come across it, one of Weezem.com or the Skylander Club. Shameless self-promotion there. Alright, that said, the way we go now is we're going to go out of beast mode. That little aura, kind of that glow, it's not just because he's cool and happy. That's our 10-second armor boost. So what I like to do then is we press Y, we're going to go to orange. This is where he could look yellow, at least going by the thumbnail, so I'm very excited to see how this changes. I'd still say orange, wouldn't you? I mean, it's not a super true orange, it's more of like a orange yellow, but it's definitely more orange than yellow. Wouldn't you say so, fellow? Anyway, what we need to do here, I really don't know what to call this stuff. I've been just calling it vomit because that's like all I can figure, right? So previously on genetic engineering, we had 2 seconds of spin vomit, and it did 7 to 11, which is pretty abysmal. It's been my least favorite. Let's see what we have now. Okay, spinning way faster. He doesn't move super quick. It looks like it's actually a bigger radius than it was. I'm gonna assume you can do this perpetually. I don't know why we're hung up on something now. I don't know why you would want to do this perpetually. Okay, and he got a damage increase. He's lagging out, man. Whoa. So that's interesting. But 9 to 14. So orange is going to equal perpetual spin vomits. And 9 to 14. Alright, now green, which I don't know about Bubble Boy. I don't know how much I'm going to use that. It might depend on what green is here. On the potion side, it's usually blue, green, orange, the order that I like it. And here in the beast side, we'll have to kind of figure that out. So again, that's our defensive order. Switch to green. Beast mode. She looks awesome like that. I think they could have totally pulled off a St. Patrick's Day, which I hope they don't now. I really hope that they don't, because I don't need another Pop Fizz. Especially, it would be like Big Bash Patrick, Big Bubble Pop Fizz, or something incredibly redundant. But I have to say, moving forward, should we see like a series, what would it be? We had 2, 3, yeah, I guess 4, or some supercharger type thing in the next game. I think I'd go green with him. As much as I love the Pop Fizz blue, which is a really cool color, this would be neat. It would sell. It looks good. And yes, there is that St. Patrick's Day potential. So it could be like the little special March figure, kind of before Easter, type of a deal. But anyway, here we go. And this should be pretty cool, I think. So let's see what we've got. Oh, if we can spam this forever. Now he moves decently. Okay, that came to an end. That's right around 10 seconds. Let's see what we do damage-wise, and I'll also count. I'm going to go ahead and call it 10 seconds. So, 10-second breath cloud, and it was 21 to 32. So, interesting thing here. Bubble Boy, we get unlimited hops, but the damage stays the same. Orange, we increase speed significantly and damage went up, and you can hold it perpetually. The green breath cloud, interestingly enough, which I guess it makes sense if you were gonna, talk about like a physical stamina standpoint of things, you couldn't technically do that perpetually. But we get 10 seconds, which is pretty impressive, and a damage increase, which it's not much. We were doing 20 to 30, we're 21 now, but still, every little bit helps. So I like to stay in green mode when I talk to Persephone, just see if she ever says
Are you ready for a new magical
upgrade? She hasn't
upgrade?
yet, but I hope she's like, ooh, what's happened, Slimer? Or something, But Juiced Up is up next. This is a big deal if you're a fan of the Beast Path. This right here might influence you, particularly if you prefer the traditional beast mode type of melee attacks where you're a close quarter brawler. This will finally bump up that 25-35 deal. So 1760 for Juiced Up. Melee attacks in beast form do more damage. I'm a monster, rawr. So here we go. We're gonna back out of there, and let's come over here. We want to switch over. I like to again start blue, assuming he'll be blue and not green like it was last time. Alright, so let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, that's a nice increase. 35, 35, 45. So the crit on 35 should be 53, and then 45 would be 68. So 35, yeah, we've seen it all. Alright, so Juiced Up, we're going to have Beast Mode Melee equals 35, 35, and 45, yes. So that's kind of our pounds or the trounce down. 35, 35, 45 with critical potential. 53, 53, 68. That's a nice jump right there. Again, jumping 25 to 35. Pretty big deal. So, again, the way it's going to work is 1, 2, 3. And in number terms, 35, 35, 45, all crit. We would come in 53, 53, 68. So, now all we have to do for good measure, just because if I don't do it, who will? We have to go in and make sure that everything is the same. It should be, and it has been. So let's just double check. It's there. Back out. Fly this over. We're going to enter beast mode. Should be 35. Fantastic. It's all the same. Make sure breath cloud. Oops. Make sure breath cloud didn't like magically. Did not increase. It looks pretty cool when he does that too. Sort of a stealth elf deal, but hey, that's one of those things. And just for a good measure, again, because if we don't do it, who will? Gotta make sure our bubble boy still 30. Interesting. Had that have gone up a little bit, even to the 35-53 range, would have been interesting. So let's get him over here, talk to her as Blue Boy.
Hello, Extremely, once again.
And
so
this is the
happy
final
to dance
one.
with you,
2400
even in this time of great turmoil and
Feed
danger.
the beast, not Minecraft, but Pop Fizz. In beast mode, hold Y to perform better beast attacks. That's interesting because I've been holding Y with the bubble. Actually, with all of them, I've been holding Y. And blue and orange are already perpetual. So better, I'm hoping they just mean damage increase there. And then press X after using a better beast attack to do more damage with your claws. Again, this is interestingly complex. So let's just wing it and see what happens. That's kind of what we do here. Good news is we're already in Blue Boy, or Bubble Boy, whatever you call it. So, we're gonna enter beast mode. Let's see what we've got. I'm just going to test this. So 35, 35, 45, that's the same. That's good. Now I'm going to tap Y. And we do a 2-hop. If I hold Y, the damage is the same. This is like exactly what we had before doing this. If he's moving any faster, I almost feel like if he is moving any different, he'd be moving slower. I suppose it's the same. It looks like he personally might be spinning more. No damage increase, and again, you can't improve upon perpetual. Forever is forever. But now, apparently, we end this and press X, and we're going to do increased damage with our claws, right? Oh yeah. 40. Let's try this again. 40, 45. I don't know that you can, like, because we held it for a long time, that first club. I don't think you can get it to a third hit, so blue, I'm just going to put is the same. And then orange, we'll go ahead and test out. So back to the basics. Switch to orange. Beast one time. Standard damage. Let's hold it. Which again we've been doing. Damage is the same at 9 to 14. Lags out just like it did last time. And now we end it and we press Y. Whoops. Nintendo button again. So here we go. Holding it for better beast attack, which is the same as it was. For whatever reason, that's me. I didn't set this up for the strategy. And now we're going to end. He didn't do anything better that time. His claws, they glowed orange, like they should be doing the bigger hit, but they didn't do it. So I'm going to spin multiple times here. And I'm holding it each time and releasing it. Let's see what happens. 53, we got a 53, but that's just a crit on the 35. So orange is the same with no plus on melee. And then green, I wonder if green will actually work or not. So out we go, and we're going to switch over to green. We're going to press B beast mode. Now we're going to check. We should be 35. Voila, we are. We're going to tap Y. Impressive. Now I'm going to hold Y. 21 to 32, same as it was. He should expire on his own, right? He did. He's got the green claws. Let's just test that. Will they terminate on their own, or do we get a free hit with it? Maybe like one time. Let's test it. 1, 2, 3. So man, he's got the green claw still glowing. 35. Oh, what? That's cool. Alright, let's check this again. So it looks like he does residual damage. Oh yeah, 5 to 8. Alright, that's cool. So green is same with 5 to 8 melee damage. So orange, let's go back to that. Alright, let's investigate. I'm going to spin. Release, he's glowing. He's not wearing off any timer, it seems. So let's press X. Still glowing because we haven't clocked anything. Note that there's no vomit coming off our hands when we swipe naturally. I think when we contact something, it might spit vomit. Okay, it did, and it didn't show any damage. You know, like the green, it was almost like the old school poison style attacks, you know, the 5 to 8 residual type thing. So let's get a trusty
there, soldier! You do your training
today. If they say no
today.
one used this, they lie, because I use it, and I use it all the time. So, hold Y. That was wrong. Alright, now, I'm going to run around, we shouldn't time out, and I'm going to swipe. I didn't see a damage number, though. Okay, he's still glowing, but we didn't. Huh. Let's try it with a combo. See what we get. There may have been a number, but if there was, it was like a 4. So we're holding it down. Now it's melee time. So we killed him. Let's get another one. Melee. No. That's nothing to write home about there.
The battle circle.
Not a fan of orange at all. I feel like orange should have been fire. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that is. It might be something cool if I understood it better. But like, wouldn't this be neater if he like did something with fire? You know? I don't know. So orange, if there's anything there, I'm missing it. So my apologies. But we're gonna cycle over to blue now, and let's recheck it. So we're gonna go for beast mode. We're going to hold down Y. We're gonna come out. We got our blue claws going, right? They kind of like are dripping water type of an effect here with blue. And we're gonna hit, and we actually get increased damage with this one. It's the only one that really did increased damage. So 40, 40, 45 is how I'm gonna lock it. Blue is the same with 40, 40, 45 parentheses, 60, 60, and 45 is going to be 68, 60, 60, 68 potential. Again, I have yet to see an instance. I've seen 40 2 times, and I've seen some combination of 60, 40, 40, 60, but the third hit has always been 45. Or, you know, it could be a 68. I've not seen like a 40, 40, 50. That third hit, what I'm saying, has not increased. It seems to just be you get 2 hits off. I mean, I'm doing it as absolute fast as I can. So, let's see what we can get this time. Yeah, 40, 40, 45. So, the first 2 increase, the third, which would be the finale, you know, the 1 to 2 counts. It seems to be content with the 45 to 68 spots.
Welcome back to the battle circle, Skylander.
So,
You ready to
let's
do
actually,
some
you know what?
serious training? Hooah!
Alright, so 1, 2. Oh, and it knocked him up big time. Let's get another guy out here. Alright. So maybe that's it. Maybe the knock-up is part of it. I think so, because let's hit it standard. Okay, let me just start. fresh Greeble. Yeah, we're not sending him airborne, so this is why I use the training ground, ladies. Look at that. Maybe that's why you don't get the third hit too, because he's like airborne. So blue we have to change is going to be the same with 40, 40, 45, 60, 60, 68, and knock up. That's really all I know to call that. You know, upward bound, upward mobility. I don't know. Knocked up.
Boomstick.
That's what we're gonna roll with. So let's come over here. It's Soul Gym time. It's been complicated. It's been time consuming. Let's celebrate with
Are
easy
you ready
Soul
for a
Gym.
new magical upgrade?
Spiked Punch. Love the name. 3200. While in Beast mode. So that should tie into this path nicely, because you're obviously, if you take Brass of the Beast, I sincerely hope that you're in Beast mode most of the time. Otherwise, you're an idiot. I'll just be frank with you. And you should have taken the other path, but Alchemic Maestro. So 3200 though. While in Beast mode, hold and release X, which that's our melee attack, to pound the ground and knock all enemies in the area up. So they're saying it too. I feel redeemed now. And we're gonna have 99 Quans left over. So let's go ahead and pick this up. And this will tie in nicely with the kind of feed the beast off of the blue. So he's fully upgraded, ladies and gentlemen. Big Bubble Pop Fizz BBPF is ready to go. Let's see what we've got. We're gonna enter beast mode, and we're going to hold and release attack 1 to pound the ground. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So it's 45 and then 10 to 15. So 45 to 68, which the other thing, it looks really cool. And then 10 to 15 residual. Okay, so 3-second charge time. Let me go ahead and type all this in, which I've already done, except for the 3 seconds. Alright, so 3-second charge time, 45 to 68 on the ground pound, and then 5 instances of damage at 10 to 15. What we have to do now is revert back and check and make sure that the other colors are the same. So let's take yeah, I'm thinking so. Would have been cool if they color coordinated these, but I guess the purple is sort of like a uniform acceptance. Alright. So here comes green, which it should, I think the green and purple will actually look pretty good. Oh yeah, kind of goblinish, if you will, sort of a hobgoblin type. That's cool. Okay, I like it. It's not going to be an overpowering Soul Gym type of a deal, but you have to think about it. 45, and then 10x5 is 50.
Show me
so that's
what you
95.
got, Skylander.
Not bad for a 3-second charge time. But what you couldn't see with that dummy is that he should have flown up in the air. So I'm going to get 3 Greebles here. That's our maximum numbers now. Which it works out good. But I wish we could get like 10 of them. What are you doing? Hop along. Follow. What is he? He's just like a troll. Okay, now pursue me. Alright, we got him back. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna hold it, then one hit anyway. Oh, they take the damage airborne and then they're kind of stunned. This is not a bad setup, I would say. So here we go again. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Now we'll damage him after 5 to 8. Alright, that's that, man. Not too shabby. Very complex to document and log in a spreadsheet, but if you're just playing around, it's simplistic. However, juiced up makes perfect sense. We finally increased the damage, which I thought should have been done in the base upgrades, and then this could have enhanced that. But we got that, so that's a good thing. Again, that's just your standard, beast mode melee attack. Let's actually get back to that. That'll probably be the thumbnail. But so we've got that going. The better beast, it's we get unlimited on the blue. The damage stays the same. Orange also becomes perpetual with an increase. Green, we get about an 8-second. This stock is like 2 seconds, 20 to 30, so we get a significant time increase, 5 times as long. +1 on the damage, nothing to write home about. Feed the beast though. Blue made perfect sense, right? We can see that it works. Orange just did nothing. Again, if it did something, I don't know what it is. And then green, we kind of got that poison effect. So, you know, I'd say the highlights of this are that your blue and your orange beast attacks can last forever. And then your green one, you increase the time, you know, from 2 seconds to 10 seconds. And then with Feed the Beast tied in with that, you get a nice poison effect after it. That's really what this path amounts to for me. And then the good news is it ties in best with the Soul Gem, because if you're, say that you take Alchemic Maestro, right, you're going to not be in beast mode like we are right now. You're going to be spewing your potions from your trumpet device. And if you want to do the Soul Gem, you're going to have to enter beast mode where you don't have these upgrades, and you're going to have to execute it from there. So the Soul Gem is kind of pulling you towards Brass of the Beast, and that's a big perk of Brass of the Beast, is simply your easier, you know, time activating the Soul Gem. For example, Alchemic Maestro, I'll probably not use the Soul Gem unless I just say, hey, I really want to finish these guys off with the Soul Gem, you know. Whereas Brass of the Beast, you can be spamming buttons and inadvertently hold down on the X somehow and trigger it, you know, type of a situation. But overall, though, not too bad of a path. I'm excited to see Alchemic Maestro, though. If you're a big Pop Fizz fan and, you know, the beast mode stuff is your cup of tea, I think you'll enjoy this. You've got a nice variety here. I don't know what the stuff on the orange one is. If it's milk, if it's some potion residue, I call it vomit. I don't know what else to call it. Bubble Boy is interesting. I wish, though, that at some point in time the damage would have gone up. The Breath Cloud, my only complaint is if we could have held it perpetually too, but again, I guess that doesn't make sense just from a normal standpoint. And the 10 seconds is more than adequate, I believe. So, and it does have the bonus when you let go of it. So, a decent path. Again, if it's what you prefer, I would see no reason not to take it. In your perk that you might not think of initially is just Spiked Punch. Your Soul Gem is going to be, you know, very, very user friendly. So, very long video. I don't like for these to be long, but in order to cover everything thoroughly, which that's why we do this, it's kind of what we have to do. So, for myself and Big Bubble Pop Fizz Brass of the Beast, that's a lot of bees, isn't it? Aren't you glad we didn't take Birthday Bash down this path? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned a little something. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to leave a like, tell your friends about it, share the video. I'm one of those small unpartnered channels, so any support is much appreciated. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. I'm going to get Birthday Bash on the portal, and we're going to check out Alchemic Maestro, so check back for that. Should release the subsequent day on the channel, and until then, I will catch you back for more Skylanders research.